Hi everyone, happy middle of May. It's May 16th already. Wow, spring's flying by. We'll be in summer here in another month. Hope everybody's having a great spring and enjoying this weather we've been having in the Northeast, if you're in the Northeast. If you're elsewhere, I hope you're having good weather too. We'll start with some toys I got. World of Nintendo toys. I've been getting these at places like Target and Toys R Us. This is a Series 1-1 question mark block that when you hit, and then it does the one-up sound. Kind of cool to have. Plushy block. We have Series 1-2 toys. These I've been out for a little bit, but recently my Toys R Us and Target have started stocking them. I've been on the lookout. Diddy Kong. Series 1-2 Toad. Cool to have him and the Toad amiibo. And Samus. Awesome to have a Metroid figure. And speaking of Metroid figures, there's two more in the 1-2 line I need. And these are the bigger figures, like the Bowser and Donkey Kong ones were. Ganondorf, and there's an actual Metroid. You can see right here. Cool to have those. Oh, and we'll go into some magazines. Picked up the latest issue of Retro magazine. This is issue number 7. Cover story Mortal Kombat, and it came with a poster. This poster is pretty cool. It's original artwork done by the artist who works for them, did some work for them. It's like a whole bunch of famous video game characters. I'll hold it so you can take a look. And I'd like to get this framed. It's an odd size, so I might have to get a custom frame at Michael's or something. So that's cool. Also, moving on to Kickstarted magazines. Got the latest issue of Nintendo Force here with Mario Party 10 and Codename Steam. Awesome magazine. Highly recommend getting a subscription. Very similar to Nintendo Power. They have comics like Howard and Nestor, but this is actually has the Splatoon comic, it looks like. And Splatoon gun looks a lot like the old Super Soaker 100 I had. Very cool. And they have interviews with famous composers and video game people in the video game industry. This lady right here created the very first Mega Man soundtrack. We'll go on to a re-release of the Nintendo Power comics, The Legend of Zelda. This was, the art was by, excuse me if I butcher his name, Shitaro Ishinomori's interpretation of The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. This was in Nintendo Power for about 12 issues. I have all the issues, and they're very, very cool to pull out and read. They're all basically just, put into one manga, one book, one trade, if you will. And this is on Amazon, I think $12 or $15. Very worth it. Funny on the back they say, The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past is renowned artist Shitaro Ishimori's adaptation of the beloved classic, internationally best-selling video game of the same name, originally released for, and here's the funny part, Nintendo's Super Entertainment System. Never heard it called that before. So yeah, pick it up. Very, very cool. I'm surprised how thick this run of this comic was. And what else? Go on to games. I picked up WWF WrestleMania, the arcade game. This completes all the wrestling games on the Super Nintendo for me. This is a very more arcadey, obviously, game where each player has their own special moves. Unlike Super WrestleMania with the first one that came out, they've been improving since. Super WrestleMania, I had nostalgia for. I bugged my parents for that game. I was huge into wrestling. I liked it, but even back then, I didn't like how each player had the same moves. Each player has different moves. And very cool. NES games. Well, I got some ones I didn't have. We'll start out with alphabetical order. The Addams Family by Ocean, I think, published it. Not the greatest game, but I hardly ever see it. Picked it up. One I've been looking for a while, a Hudson game, late Hudson game for the NES. Felix the Cat. Very fun. And one I used to rent. I rented as a kid once and remember being okay. I haven't played it since. Is Hook by Sony ImageSoft. And this game's Treasure Master. It had a ad on the box where you could, if you beat the game, you could enter a contest and win prizes. It has a very good walking animation in this game. The guy kind of like struts with his like really cocky. Very funny. Little Red Riding Hood's Zombie Barbecue. Basically, this is a shooter. You select the weapons and fire with the tap screen, with the stylus on the touch screen, and you move Little Red Riding Hood with the control pad. Classic Game Room did a nice review of this back in 2011, I think. Check it out. I think Mark from Classic Game Room did it. I'm going to read the back of the box for you. An army of zombies has invaded Fairy Tale Land. Your favorite characters have been reborn as the hungry undead, including the Three Little Pigs, Pinocchio, and more. Only one heroine can stop this horrible army. Her name is Little Red Riding Hood, and now she's armed and dangerous. That right there on the back of the box just sells the game great. So yeah, happy to have that for my DS collection. PlayStation 1 game. I don't get a lot. My PlayStation 1 game library is not that great. This game I heard a lot of, that it was good, very good. Got it for $2.99. That's Siphon Filter. Kind of an early 3D. It has that 3D PlayStation look to it. Early 3D game. Excuse me. Look to it. Finally, on the Target clearance wall, for $2.99, I picked up Highlander, the complete animated series. 40 episodes, 15 hours, 3 seasons, I think. I used to like this I remember liking this cartoon back in 1994. How old would I have been? Would have been about 15 or 16. 16, I think. 15. And I liked it. I also liked the Adrian Paul TV series. It was very cool. And I saw the first movie and I enjoyed it. But I really liked this and the Adrian Paul series the best out of all Highlanders. So I picked it up for real cheap. Couldn't pass on that. And I think that's everything. Oh wait, there's 2 more things. Mediacom, a company in Japan, releases these little vinyl figures. And they released the Nintendo line. I have the Super Mario World 1, or original Super Mario Brothers Mario, and the Super Mario World Yoshi. 174 for the Mario, and number 200 for the Luigi. I'm showing you the packaging here. Here I'll show you the figures. Very good detail. The original artwork and design of Mario. Look how mean he is. The mushroom. Very cool looking. And here's original Yoshi for Super Mario World. Look at his smug face. Excuse me. And you can see this is the original Yoshi, so he doesn't have hands. He has the little T-Rex arms. Yoshi was redesigned when Yoshi's Island came out to make him be able to throw eggs, because that was the big egg mechanic. He'd toss an egg. So yeah, these details are very, very highly recommended. You can get them for about $18 when they're in stock. In Amazon. A lot of them are currently out of stock. I ordered a Link back in April based on the original Legend of Zelda. Should get here around June. But they're highly worth it. I recommend, if you like them, pick them up. And that's everything I got. I hope everybody's having a great spring and a great May, and finds a little thing that you want unexpectedly. And take care. Till next time. See ya.